Alright guys, McNeil Games HD here, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. And today I wanted to showcase this villager trading kind of idea, essentially, which is set up for very early game, and it does not require much work to get going, and you can get really good results out of it really easily. So here I just have a simple house with the villagers in it. Really, it doesn't need to be anything this fancy even. It can literally just be well, I wouldn't use dirt, like a cobblestone structure. And the only thing that only thing that you need in this is an iron door and a button, just so the villagers can't get out and you can easily get in. I guess you could use a piston door, but that's more work than this whole house. And you need this house, and you need one of these. You need a pumpkin farm. Now, why a pumpkin farm? Well, pumpkin farms are very easy to create. Like this farm here, I was in creative, but it took me less than 5 minutes to make. In survival, it would have took about the same amount of time. And to make this thing massive takes next to no time at all. If you're building on the surface in a flat area, really easy. But if you're early game, what you might want to do is you might want to dig out somewhere near your trading place and, make one of these pumpkin farms. And once you get, even an iron axe, you can mine these pumpkins really quickly. But like if you get an efficiency 5 diamond axe, you can just sprint and mine these pumpkins and get a bunch of pumpkins. So in my survival world, I have one that gives about 6 stacks of pumpkins per harvest. And then what I do is I have 2 farmer guys. Right now I only have 1, but 2 farmer guys. I do this 6 pumpkins for 1 emerald and get a ton of emeralds this way for not much effort to set up. And so yeah, this guy doesn't have anything. I kind of want to talk about that here in a second, but so, and then over here, I just got these lecterns here, and, well, that guy's got a depth starter book. We're not horribly interested in that, but this guy's got a mending book, for 16 emeralds. So that's, that's not very much. That's not very many pumpkins to get a mending book, which is super useful at that point. And, you can get any of the enchants. I'll leave a list, not a list, I'll leave a formula to know what's a good deal or not, because this mending book here, it's not a particularly great deal. You can get these for as little as 10 emeralds, so a stack of pumpkins for a mending book. And when you phrase it like that, and how easy it is to make a large pumpkin farm, it doesn't make much sense to put much more effort to do anything else. And so like here, you notice that there's a fixed amount of villagers, but getting more villagers is as easy as placing down more beds and then getting either carrots or potatoes, and I think bread. I just use carrots. They're the easiest ones, and literally just throwing the carrots at the villagers, they'll pick them up. At least they should. Hopefully they can get to those. Those were a little bit in the block, but they'll pick them up if they're not in a block like those ones were. And then with the more beds, so they'll breed and make more villagers. And the nice part about how the new trading works is that if you just place something down, this guy should inherit the trade. So a loyalty 3 book. Okay, so I don't want a loyalty 3. I just break that, and then he'll inherit it again. He'll do that as long as it's not nighttime when he's trying to sleep. It's pretty straightforward. And then you can just break and replace until you get a trade you like multi-shot. Say I want multi-shot. It's actually the best price for multi-shot right here is 5 emeralds, which is 30 pumpkins. And if you trade with that guy, the prices will get lower. Like I get 5. If you turn him into a zombie and cure him, it can be even less. But that's a lot of work. Paper trades, I don't want that. But anyways, you can keep doing that until you get the books you want. I'll leave. Again, I'll put in the description what the good prices are. But these guys. So the sucky part about these guys is that you have to level them up to their 2nd level in order to get or have a chance to get the pumpkin trade. So I just made that guy eligible to level up, what you just do by trading with him to progress that bar, and then he got the pumpkin trade. But if you don't get the pumpkin trade, the easiest way It's actually easier in survival than it is in creative. But so you just, it's really awful, but you just get a lava bucket. So this is the guy we want to get rid of, say, and then you just quickly place the lava bucket and pick it back up. Like you just tap right click twice to make sure he's away from all the other villagers and whatnot. But there's, you know, you just want to pick it up before it spreads. It's just a quick double tap. And then you have to do it twice, and then he'll be gone. And then if there's spare beds now, then they'll start reproducing. And the nice part about this, which I'll demonstrate, well, this guy's going to, he's going to steal that other thing. And then, yeah, then we can just trade with this new guy. But so this guy right here, because there's a finite amount of workstations, he doesn't have a job. The nice part about the iron door is because he can't pathfind to this composter out here, he's not going to become a farmer. So if you have something like a blast furnace or any of the other blocks, then he won't inherit those things. He'll only inherit the things that you put with him inside this room. So that's really easy. I mean, arguably, if you want to do even a bit more work, you could kind of section off the villagers once you get the trades, which if you do that, I would suggest keeping them with a bed and also having a setup similar to this with like the workbench. So we'll just use a composter here. The workbench, the bed, and then glass blocks like all the way around it, and a light kind of in the middle here. And make sure and fill in these corners because you don't want him getting out of bed into a block that he could suffocate in, or not inside his little cell here. So I would put a torch in here just to be extra careful. I don't think anything would spawn in here, but yeah, I would keep a torch in there, and then your villager would set right there during the day, and at night he would sleep in this bed. So that's what I would do if you don't want them running loose. Just a setup like this, you don't have to worry about them suffocating or anything. It might even be good to put a slab either on the top or the bottom. It doesn't really matter, because then even a baby zombie can't get up and get at them, but that's just keep him in a building and you don't really have to worry about that either. So if you want to be extra careful, do something like that and he'll be good to go. Not much that'll harm him in there. Maybe lightning, but again, just keep him in a building and he'll be okay. So yeah, that's about it. I just felt like this was something that a lot of people who are new to the game or starting a new world can greatly benefit. You know, it's not too much work to get 2 villagers in a building and with a bunch of extra beds. And all these workstation blocks are really cheap. So yeah, and that's it for this video, guys. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.